Hi, my name is Gabriela Antequera. I'm here to talk about how can we build safe digital relationships across borders. Why do I think it's important to build digital relationships safely? I believe it's important because nowadays there's a lot of danger when it comes to any type of relation with the digital world, from sharing a simple picture in the social media to talking with a friend across a country that perhaps we don't know. I think safety is always a top priority when it comes to connectivity, especially when it comes to talking with someone that's not in your country. And I think it's important to develop certain safety measures to make sure there's a lot of things that can be prevented from happening. I think one of the few things that I would say are most important is to respect the human rights and privacy, and that not only applies to others but to within ourselves and how we approach our personal information, our privacy, our most important information, and also it's also more of how we perhaps getting to know the privacy policies of certain apps, platforms we log in very in our daily lives. So, one of the precautions that I take, for example, when I meet someone online, I usually I don't, but I would say it's important to take precautions like do I know these people? Do I know what they do in their daily lives? Where are they based? And perhaps do some of my friends, do they know them as well? And what type of perhaps ideas or opinions I have from others about them? I believe it's important to take these questions seriously and do them, even if perhaps one would show us as perhaps prickly and hypocrite, but it's something that one does because we care about our safety. So I would say that's one precaution I would do. I would ask a lot of questions previously to sharing any type of information. I personally have a friend that lives in the United States, but my case is quite different because she used to live here, but now she lives there. So I would say when it comes to meeting per people that it's from another country, I would say having these questions are crucial and not trusting too much to give personal information. When it comes to the types of people that I would like to meet and not meet online, it's quite common to find people that you connect with that have the same, sometimes the a lot of the same ideals, the same things that you like movies or series. But I think when it comes to the type of people that I would like to meet, it's first, of course, someone that who doesn't spread hate within social media. It's toxic and it's nothing that would very well improve your life or anything like that. I would not meet someone that spreads misinformation about any type of news, rumor, you know, in any type of harassment, like cyberbullying, for example. That's something that I would not do as well. I think the same values that you have right now in person are the same values that you should reflect on your I would say, online persona because it's a reflection of what you are. So I don't see a reason why you should change that in the online world, right? Um, well, let's talk about how meeting people from different cultures during my travels changed my perspective. Um, I haven't late like in my late 20s, I haven't traveled outside of the country, but I have within the country. And one of the places that I went with to was Pereira and the Eje Cafetero, which is a certain amount of, let's say, cities or regions that are the mainly focus of them are like the recollection of coffee. So I went with one of my, well, not one of my, but all of my family, and I would say that it changed in the meaning of how I approach, how I handle certain conversations with certain type of people. Their culture may not be that different from our own because we are in the same country. However, it differs a lot on how they communicate with each other, the slang they use, and they're more respectful, and they use certain things. We here in the coast, the Caribbean coast, in Barranquilla specifically, where I'm from, we are most amicable. We tend to be open ourselves more the minute we know someone, the minute we meet someone. However, I know that in the um, more interior parts of the country, people are more closed off, so they don't share their feelings as much as we Caribbean people do, right? So I would say this type of different personalities was very interesting to see because as a family we were like almost 10 or 12 people traveling, so we were a loud group. So I would say it was definitely experience, and there were a lot of funny memories about it as well. What advice I would give to someone traveling to a new country for the first time? I have traveled, but when I was little. But I would say if I would travel in the future, I would say the best thing to do is to travel with an open mind and remember that you are going to this country because of your choice. No one is inviting you and no one is expecting you. So you have to be very, you have to keep your beliefs and sometimes how you treat people and accommodate to them because you are the one traveling to their country. So I would say that in that way, in that perspective, you would understand more their culture. It is a different experience. So I would say it is worth the try and not think too much about why they do that, why do I have to change, but just change your perspective and how you treat others when you're traveling outside of your country, outside of your culture, right? So I would say that's something that's the best thing to take into account when you're traveling. I believe that when you're traveling, you will learn so many things about you, not only about the culture you're visiting. So, yeah. Um, so, when you are building safe digital relationships across borders, you need to take into account how you provide information about yourself and how you treat others when you're traveling outside of your country as well. So, those were my thoughts about this. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good day.